What is going up, everyone? This is Joaquin Corrales. Welcome back to the channel. And guys, in this video, we're going to talk about why I bought a $32,000 watch. Look at it. So this is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore. This watch actually came out in like 2014, and it's a $32,000 watch, brand new. I did not buy it brand new, but there it is. I mean, this watch, it's absolutely sick. It freaking glows. It is a beautiful watch. And the reason why I got this watch, and before I get into that, I mean, a couple years ago, when I started into the whole journey of entrepreneurship, I remember going on social media and looking around and seeing people wearing things like this. And all I would think was, how rich does someone have to be to have a watch like that? I mean, these watches are $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. How much money does someone need to have to spend so much money on that and like not care? And the answer to that is that not so much. Once you understand how watches work, and once you understand kind of what is the reason behind why it was that I bought this. So you actually don't need a ton of money to own a watch like this. I mean, obviously, other than the $30,000, $20,000 that it's going to cost you. But the cool thing about a watch like this, right, an Audemars Piguet, an AP, Royal Oak Offshore, is that these watches do not lose value, right? So I could have bought this watch for $30,000 and I could sell it months from now and still get that money back. And so at that point, it becomes an idea of wealth transfer. And this was really a barrier to me just because of the way that I was raised, right? I came from absolutely nothing. And my parents, ever since an early age, taught me that you needed to save money, you needed to have a lot of it, and you needed to not spend it, right? You couldn't spend your money because it came from an idea of scarcity from them. That money was something that there was not a lot of, and if you did get it, then you had to keep it, right? And so that really blocked me when it came to learning the idea of wealth transfer, and how what that means is that you could grab $20,000, you could put it in a watch, and you did not lose those $20,000, right? You just transferred it to a watch. And so I really learned this from one of my mentors, Pejman Gadimi. He's the founder of Secret Entourage. And what he made me realize was that, for example, let's say that you want to get a supercar, like you want to get a Lamborghini Huracan, right? And a Lamborghini Huracan costs $200,000, let's say, and your monthly payment is going to be somewhere around $3,000. Now, to the average person, the fact that I bought a $32,000 watch is a total waste of money. Like, I just threw away $32,000. And to a normal person, having a $200,000 car is also a waste of money. Even if they understand that you like cars and that you're doing something that you love, a normal person looks at that as in, oh, he's throwing away $3,000 per month to drive a car, or he's throwing away $32,000 into a watch that he's gonna wear on his wrist. Like, why would someone do that? And the answer is that it's not like that, because if you're able to buy these things, if you're able to buy the Lamborghini, if you're able to buy the AP at an affordable price, right, at a price that is good with how that market is, then you could even potentially get paid to wear it. Like, you could get paid to drive a Lamborghini. You could get paid to wear the AP. Like, for example, I'm gonna make from $2,000 to $3,000 off of this watch when I sell it, right? Because I was able to get it at the right price, and I had the right connections to be able to be put in a position where I was able to get it. But when I sell this watch, I'm gonna wear this watch for about 8 months, maybe to a year. I'm gonna own it, right? And then I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to make $2,000. So I basically got paid $2,000 to wear this watch for that period of time. And obviously there are things that come with it. Like, for example, I got to make sure that it doesn't like hit a wall, right? If the watch hits a wall and breaks it, I'm going to have to spend more money to fix it. But the bottom line is that buying a $32,000 watch does not mean that you have to be super rich. As long as you have that amount of money and it doesn't matter to you the fact that you're putting it in a watch and that it's not cash in the bank, then it does not matter at all. Now, am I saying that if you have $32,000, you should put it into a car and then it's just there? No. Like, it should be an amount of money that if you do not have it, it does not matter to you right now. You do not need that money, right? Like, for example, with this watch actually cost me somewhere in the $20,000 range. And that was an amount of money that I felt comfortable not having in the bank. Like, it's just laying there. I could put it into this. I could experience what it is to own such a nice watch like this, which I used to dream of owning when I used to see all these posts on Instagram and people wearing it. And I would always think, damn, like, what does it feel to own a watch like that? And like, for example, what you have to take into account, and back to the Lamborghini for a second, like when I get a Lamborghini, I'm going to be paying $3,000 a month for it. And I'm going to buy it at a price that when I sell it, I'm only going to lose a very small amount of money. Like for example, I will probably own the Lamborghini for about a year before I switch it out for a new one or a newer car, a different car. And I'll probably spend from $5,000 to $10,000. Now, what you have to keep in mind is that you're paying the $3,000 every single month. But if you sell this thing for $10,000 less than you bought it for, then you really only lost $10,000. And so then what you have to keep in mind is, are those $10,000 worth the experience of having owned the Lamborghini, although you had to spend $3,000 every single month, right? And so how that kind of connects with business is that people work their best and do their best from two different forms, right? So people either do their best when their back is sort of against the wall, in the sense that they're forcing themselves to level up. Like for example, by me buying this $32,000 watch, I am kind of subconsciously forcing myself to level up, because now I just spent a ton of money in a watch, and I need to be able to live that type of lifestyle that I imagine it to be for someone who owns a watch like this, right? So I need to start making more money with my businesses and work more and figure out a way to unique angles to come at creating software companies and creating offers to be able to get to that next level where I will never have to get rid of it, where I could just stay with it forever, and I will never need the $30,000 that are right here in my hand, right? And so those are really some of the ideas as to why I bought this watch. It's because I didn't need the money. I always wanted to own one. It's in great condition. And I'm going to make a profit once I get rid of this. Like, isn't that awesome? Now, should you go out there if you have $30,000 and spend it on something? No, probably not. That is a terrible idea. You should always have some amount of money in the bank that you do not touch, and that is there for any sort of emergency, or just to let you sleep at night. Like, I don't think I would sleep so good at night if I had no money in the bank at all and I wasn't sure what I was going to eat the next day, right? And so you guys got to make sure that you don't put yourselves in those positions, but at the same time, understand that this thought of wealth transfer, if done correctly, could ultimately make you money. Like I said, I spent somewhere in the $20,000 range for this watch. I'm going to sell it for $3,000 higher or $2,000 higher. I'm going to make a $2,000 profit off of wearing this beautiful watch for a year. Like, that is freaking awesome. And if you guys have any more questions about that, post them down in the comments. We're going to be releasing this week's giveaway on somewhere around Wednesday. Remember that we're giving away $1,000 worth of software and training programs every single week. I might switch it to every single day. Like, hit me with a comment down below if you guys just want to do this every single day. Like, I don't even mind. But in order to qualify, you guys need to subscribe. You need to comment down below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next one. We're doing a 180-day challenge, releasing videos daily. And I'm just going to finish this up by posting some pictures of the watch and a video. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.